So I just saw Toy Story 4 and it was pretty pathetic. Ever since this movie was announced, I've been dreading its release because of how unnecessary it is. Basically everyone that saw Toy Story 3 agreed that it was a perfect ending to the franchise. This wasn't like Incredibles 2 where even though the sequel was bland, at least people were asking for it. This is just complete desperation. Half of the original cast are dead at this point, and the ones that are still alive sound so old it's really distracting. Right from the beginning they started using old tracks from the original 3 movies. And you'd think it would just be for the opening scene, but it's like that the entire movie. They didn't just use temp tracks, these were almost verbatim the exact same songs. There's like one new forgettable Randy Newman song and that's about it. The story itself was really frustrating because by the end of it, it lessened the impact of certain scenes and lines from the original. And even though it brings up a few interesting concepts and ideas, they're just not expanded upon in a plot that I care about. The new characters weren't bad and they had a few decently funny scenes, but they just weren't that memorable in the end. The animation, just like every other Pixar movie, was pretty great, even though there were a few moments where the cartoony designs of the humans clashed with the photorealistic settings. It's really sad that Pixar's animation keeps getting better and better with every movie, but the writing just keeps getting worse with every story they come up with. And while there are a few exceptions to this, it's clear that they've made more bad movies than good movies in the past decade. There's not much else I have to say about this movie. It's manipulative, it's lazy, it's not that entertaining. It's not one of the worst movies that have come out this year, but it's still not worth watching in theaters.